is another good hair day. I'm so pleased with her today. But anyway, let's get started. It's the end of the year. Gonna start doing, you know, the best of this, the best of that. Stuff that I found that I really like, because I really didn't do enough favorites this year. So I'm gonna try to balance out and give you all some favorites of that I've been loving. And of course, we're gonna be talking about perfume a lot. So I used to pull out my whole collection and try to show it. That ain't gonna happen. You all are gonna see parts of my collection. You know, I'm gonna do my collection. It's gonna be a little bit here, a little bit there, you know, stuff like that. But let's talk about this year, 2022. Now, I kept a running list. A list. Now, honestly, the list was only supposed to be this long, but it's 2 pages long. I kept a list of all of the fragrances that I either bought, was gifted to me, things like that. And, you know, I kept a list because I was trying, because I hate to be trying to come at the end of the year trying to remember what I have. You know, did I get it this year? Things like that. So I was trying to be a little better. So I made a list. And so I went through the list, and this year I bought approximately 138 fragrances. Probably a little more because there's some, I think I didn't list everything that was given to me. I'm not sure. But it's about 138, close to 140 fragrances. In my defense, a lot of these I got at really great prices. So a lot of the niche that I got was, yeah. And then, you know, I kind of did a little, you know, I've been doing a little Middle Eastern thing. Honey, that could add up quickly how many fragrances you have. But I'm not making excuses. Anyway, about 130, 140, about 138 fragrances I bought this year. Majority of them were blind buys. Why? Because that's the way we roll up in here in these streets. So we're going to start out talking about the blind buys. And so let's talk about the best blind buys of the year. Now, let me just say this. These are the best blind buys of the year. They're not necessarily the best of everything I got this year, because some things I actually did know I wanted. I tried them out, said yes, and I was able to get them at a good price. Those I'm going to do, we're going to see when I talk about fragrances that were gifted to me and the ones that were full bottle worthy. Oh, that's what it'll be. Full bottle worthy fragrances. Hey, there we go. Okay. See how y'all helps me right now? Thank y'all hoes for all the help y'all give me. Y'all don't know how much you help me. You all don't know how much I appreciate you. But I appreciate my whole squad. Ha, I thought I wasn't going to say it. What's up, whole squad? What's going on right there? What's going on right there? Okay, never mind. That's why I got all these new ice creams. All right. So we're going to talk about the best of this year in no particular order. And then maybe I will try to grab the best top 3, I guess. I think I got about 20. Let me stop talking. Let's get to the list. All right. I'm going to start right here. This is Attar's Azora. Oh my goodness. Now, I really like the Attar collection in general. And then I got this one, and I just was like, oh my God, it is this beautiful floral. Hold on, I'm trying to find my things. I don't know what I did with them. It's a beautiful floral. And that's all it has to be, is a beautiful floral. Has a little fruitiness to it, but just the florals in it are outstanding. This is a beautiful spring summer fragrance. Only because now it is strong, and I could wear it right now. So this is actually kind of like, could be an all year floral. So if you're a floral girl, but yeah, it's got this beautiful kind of white florals and some yellow florals. And this deep, rich muskiness to it that is just gorgeous. And just enough sweetness so it's not just overpoweringly flowery. So that's Azora by Attar Collection. Speaking of another floral, oh my This is Eric Butterbaugh's Fabulous Magnolia. Oh my goodness. It has a slight spiciness to it, but this is the most beautiful magnolia I've ever smelled. And I tend to like struggle with magnolia because a lot of times for some reason I cannot smell it. But this one is beautiful. It's slightly spicy, got a little sweetness to it. It is gorgeous. And it lasts on the skin. And it's just this really gorgeous like spring, summer, you know, just out here being your best girly feminine vibe in a sundress. And that's Eric Butterbaugh's Fabulous Magnolia. Just so I'm being real, that's a hard one to find. So, you know, I'm sorry. So, my bad. This is Rochas Oud Mystere. This is a really interesting oud rose. And the reason why, it's kind of got this slight spiciness to it. No, I'm sorry, the sweetness. It's really a sweet oud rose. And it's got this just really quite decadent sweetness to it because it's not sugar, but it's not vanilla either. It's just really exotic. It has this exotic vibe to it, but not Middle Eastern exotic. It just comes off as a very intoxicating oud fragrance. I would say this is a really nice one because the oud is not that strong. It's kind of subtle. It would be best. This would be good for somebody who wants to start out trying out oud, but still wants to stand out from the people around them. So that's Oud Mystere by Rochas. Next up is this one. And this one, yeah, this started me buying some crap. This started me on some mess. It did. This is Ajmal's Aurum Summer. This is such a pretty fruity floral. And I know I'm like, it's a pretty fruity floral, but that's what it is. It's got this slightly fruits basket kind of vibe to it. But then the florals are there. So it's a little juicy, a little fruity, but floral. And the bottle is just so cute to me. And it vibes like a really, really nice summer day where it's like 82 degrees. It's not too hot. It's perfect. The sun is out, you know, not a cloud in the sky. It's a beautiful blue sky. It's 82 degrees. You know, you're out probably having lunch. It's like, you know, lunch on a patio someplace, having a good cocktail with your friends, your lover. That is Aurum summer, you know, rooftop decks. That is Aurum summer. All right, next up is this. This is Vanilla Silk by Gallagher. This is vanilla, white amber musk, and woody notes. So it is just this really musky, slightly woody vanilla. And the vanilla is dry, but not too dry. So it's got this kind of, it's got a vanilla sweetness. It's sweet, but it's not like that, burnt sugar, pink sugar, vanilla 28 sweet. No, it's a more sophisticated, a much more enriched sweetness. Like it's like vanilla that has cooked a little bit, you know, like a more cooked vanilla. And then it's got this woodiness and this amberiness to it and some musk. This is so pretty. I love wearing it because like I smell it throughout the day and I'm like, dang, I smell delicious, but not in a, you know, like tooth achingly sweet. It's a very elevated and elegant vanilla sweetness. That's what it is. Now I'm holding back on some because I want them to be my last ones. Now this one is La Maison de Vanille Flamboyante de Bourbon. This is such a delicious, boozy, plummy vanilla. It does not last as long as I would like. I'm not even going to front. But baby, I don't care because it was very inexpensive. I could spray it all day. But the vanilla, as it dries down, you get this plummy vanilla. Oh, it is so tasty. It is so tasty. So that is Vanille Flamboyante de Bourbon. Now this one is only a partial. And I'm sad I don't have a full bottle now. But this is Guerlain's Milisime Tonka. This was the Guerlain of the year. When it comes down to, they bring them out. It's a limited run. It's a limited edition, and they ain't playing. So it's hard to get them. You got to get them quick. I am not even going to spray this. But it is this beautiful Guerlain, Shalimar vibe. But it has Tonka in it. So it has this rich Tonka bean in it. Oh my goodness. It is so delicious. So it has that Shalimar kind of souffle DNA, but then they've added Tonka to it. So it has that Shalimar vanilla, but then it has the richness of the Tonka bean to really amp it up and just make it so glorious. So that is Shalimar's Guerlain Shalimar Milisime Tonka. Whew, say that 3 times fast. Then let's go here. Y'all know I'm a Mancera hoe all day long, and I love Musky Garden. It's one of my top 3. And so when I saw this, I was waiting to get my hands on this. And this is Mancera's Lovely Garden. Lovely Garden. This is this cinnamony, spicy, incensey, beautiful floral. It still has that garden vibe. You get the florals in it, but what you get is a spicy, incensey floral that is slightly edgy, very unique. Still has a I want to say sophistication to it, but it's very, very seductive. It's just a really seductive floral. Oh, she's good. She's good. Now here we go. Here we go. This was the it girl everybody was looking for. I was too, until I got my hands on it. I was not going to be satisfied with my 2022. And that is La Belle Fleur Terrible. This, as I say, is the fraternal twin to the original La Belle. It doesn't list pear, but it definitely has this kind of juicy pear vibe to it. But it's aquatic and it's floral and it's got a sweetness to it. So it still keeps that La Belle DNA, because I can still vibe it as La Belle, but it just has this aquatic, juicy, pearish vanilla vibe, and it is so pretty. It is so pretty. Now, when it comes down to fragrances like these are the ones that just snatched me up. Now this one is interesting. I just got this and I've heard about it and I've been wanting it. Never smelled it, but still wanted it. And that is Alien Mirage. This is I tell y'all, I love the Alien flankers. Still not a big fan of Alien. But this is so beautiful. This is an aquatic alien. And the jasmine is there. You get that alien vibe from it. The DNA. But it's an aquatic. It has a definite aquatic vibe to it, which I love. Oh, it's good. And then it's kind of got this almost citrusy zing to it. So that's Alien Mirage. It is now showing up, because for a while you couldn't find it. It's showing up now. I'm just saying, go ahead, get it if you know you're down for. Now, I was so happy because I've been wanting to try these, and this is so stupid, but I should have tried these a long time ago. And this is Sylvaine Delacourte's Vahina. This is so good. This is so good. This is this beautiful. It was so good that I got it, and then bought 2 more of this line. This is this beautiful apricot-y vanilla. It has osmanthus in it, so it's got an apricot-y nuance. It's got an apricot vibe to it on the vanilla. It is so pretty. It is just like this. This is like pretty girl vibes. This is definitely pretty girl vibes. It is quite glamorous, and it's a very glamorous fragrance to me, because I don't feel sexy necessarily, but I definitely feel glamorous and well put together. This is the fragrance for the well put together. You know, now And even when I'm not well put together, I feel more put together because I'm wearing this. Now, speaking of some osmanthus, let's go with Paris Monte Carlo. This is Absolute de Osmanthus. This is a powdery, apricot-y beauty. Not a lot of vanilla. It's very powdery, kind of musky, but the osmanthus is strong and glorious in this fragrance. So it gives it this very classy, very posh vibe. So that is Absolute de Osmanthus by Paris Monte Carlo. Now, got another Paris Monte Carlo. This is Mimosa Tannerine. Oh my goodness. This was killing me. This was killing me in the spring and summer. I wonder if I could see into this one. I was spraying this. It is like this powdery mimosa. So it's kind of got this, it's got a yellow, sweet floral. And it smells like mimosa, like a yellow, sweet floral with a powdery vibe to it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is so good. So yeah, this is Mimosa Tannerine. Was wearing it in the spring and summer. It just has this like just light airiness to it, yet it lasts because it has sillage to it. It has presence to it, and it definitely lets people know, yep, you're wearing it. It's good. Leave me alone. All right, we are almost done. We only got a few more to go. I'm running through these. I'm so proud of myself. All right, next up is this one. This is by Francesca Bianchi. This is The Dark Side. Oh my goodness. This is a beautiful, sexy, spicy, ambery, slightly animalic. It's powdery, has a muskiness to it. If you know, if you've tried Francesca Bianchi, it is definitely has her DNA. It had, because her DNA is very voluptuous. It's very like just sexy. It just feels like you should just be like floating into a room and everybody's watching you. Very provocative, very head turning. And these last, this little bottle, yeah, okay, I'm gonna overspray it, but maybe not all the 100% overspray, maybe like 75%. And it's just it stays on your skin, it pushes out, you smell gloriously delicious in this, and you smell provocative and sexy. This is a very seductive fragrance. All right, then we have this. Now, the first time I put it on, I didn't love it, but then the second time I fell in love. So normally I wouldn't put this in here, but I am. This is the Majestic Jardin by Alexander J. This is something you definitely have to try, because what it has is it's cherry blossom, it's cherry, it's got almond in it, but it's got a pepper note in the beginning. So the pepper does come out really strong on me. So it's really peppery in the beginning, but it dries down. And then it becomes this lovely, delicate cherry with a slight almond note in it. And it's really, now the thing is, I say slight, not almond and delicate. It ain't a delicate fragrance. You will smell, people will smell it coming off of you. It has great sillage. It's compliment getter, because it's something about this cherry vibe. And no, it is not lost cherry, but it is this very delicate because of the cherry blossom. So you get the sweetness of cherry, but what you really get is cherry blossom, which is quite delicate and beautiful. And so that's what happens with Majestic Jardin. All right, next up is Carven L'Absolu. Now, this is a Kirkjohn for Carven, and you can get this really inexpensive on Fragrance X. This is so damn sexy. This is the citrusy floral, and the citrus is kind of juicy, more orangish like, but it gets really juicy and it stays with you for a while. But it is just this really, I always say it's a sexy fragrance, but I would say it's more, it can lean toward the flirtatious, very suggestive. It just is something that when you smell it, it makes you think, oh yeah, that person's sexy, you know? And it's an effortless sexy because it's Kirkjohn. So it has a sexiness to it, but it's a very effortless, very country club, very Hamptons, you know, just chilling sexy. So that's Carven L'Absolu. I'm only going to show y'all this one because I got a bunch of them this year, but I'm putting another one in a different thing. But anyway, this is Dream House of Curio Sugaring. This is a boozy, peachy vanilla cobbler. That's what this is. It's a boozy, peachy vanilla cobbler, and it is so good. There's a slight spice to it. This is a stylish fragrance. This is for that elegant gourmand lover, where you want to have a gourmand experience, but you don't necessarily want to smell like somebody's a dessert. You want to smell like a dessert, but you want to smell like a high-end, very elegant dessert. More perfumery. That is Sugaring by Dream House of Curio. Now, I had slightly been avoiding these because I felt that if I started and liked it, that it would be a problem, right? And I was correct. And this is Just Before by the House of Oud. See, I had stayed away from the eggs, but they are so, but now that I have it in hand, this is so incredibly beautiful. This is a really rich amber. This is an amber fragrance, very likable. This honestly is one of those, this is one of the, that I could honestly say is very blind buy worthy, very kind of people pleasing, because it has a sweetness to it. It's very what's the word I want to use? It's very enticing, so it will draw people to you. And so it's like it's a beautiful fragrance, it's a beautiful bottle, and it's very enticing, and just a really all-around gorgeous amber, that if you are an amber person, you don't need all these ambers like I have, but if you are looking for a new amber and you want something that really stands out on your vanity, get this one. You find it at a good price, not full price. All right, now this one snatched my soul and made me buy more. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when it's a good one. Then it has you start looking for stuff, right? And this is what this had me doing. So this is like, everybody was talking about it. I said, let me just go and get it. Plus I got a really good deal. This is Rosendo Mateu No. 5. This is Floral Amber Sensuous Musk, and that's exactly what it is. Now, people say they get this burnt tire, this burnt rubber, whatever. I don't get that. What I get is the musk. I get that kind of ambery musk, kind of plasticky almost. But baby, when it dries down, it gets so sexy and sensual. It is a sensual musk with these florals and these ambers. It is exactly what it says. This sensual, highbrow, swanky musk with this florally amber vibe to it. This is a well-mannered yet sexy and provocative fragrance. And because I tried that, and then I saw this at a good price, I had to get it. This is Rosendo Mateu No. 6. Oh my God, this is jasmine. This is the sexiest jasmine sandalwood that I have. And I have another sandalwood that I love that I'm going to talk about. But this right here, it's good. Yeah, this is so good. This is so good. It just makes me go, yes, yes. It is very sexy. This is sexier than No. 5. This is the one that I like the most of these two. Don't get me wrong, I love No. 5. But if I had to choose one, it would be No. 6. So before you ask me, that's what I would choose. But it is just intoxicating. It is alluring. And it is exactly what it says. It is a musk with sandalwood and jasmine, and the jasmine is sexy. It's not as indolic as like alien jasmine, but baby, she is beautiful. All right, so that is all of the my fragrances from this year, the top 20 blind buys. Not saying this is all of my blind buys, but these are definitely the top 20. These are the ones that I'll be like, yup, let me put these on. I have like really just been like, yes, I want to wear them. I want to wear these. And I've worn them multiple times. All right, so that's it for today. Whew, Host Squad, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for chatting with me. I appreciate you. I know it's a Sunday night. Y'all have a great night. Have a great week. See you soon this week. Catch you later. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free.